Did you know that Filipinos use a lot of Spanish words related to courting, dating, and the like? Ligaw, for example, is closely related to the Spanish word ligar, which means to link or bind, but can also mean some sort of romantic link, as this Spanish online dictionary shows. By the way, we're using some screenshots from the Spanish dictionary website, and we'll drop links below to this online dictionary at SpanishDictionary.com, which we highly recommend as it has not just translations but verb conjugations as well. Well, back to the word ligar. The past participle is ligado, but like salpicado transforming into salpicao in the Philippines, ligado transformed into ligaw, from which we get ligaw in Filipino to mean to date or court someone. Here's a picture of beef salpicao from Kawaling Pinoy, which also discusses this dish. Beef salpicao is a beef dish sprinkled with garlic, from which we get salpicado from the Spanish word salpicar, to sprinkle. Ligar is said to be related to the word religio, coming from religare, meaning re, again, and ligare, to bind or connect, meaning to be bound again, from which we get the word religion, later to mean to be bound or linked in a relationship with God. So the Filipino word ligaw turns out to be related not just to the Spanish word per se, but goes further back into its original Latin roots. Think about that when somebody is making ligaw, which can extend from something romantic, as in niligawan niya si Chloe noon, he courted or dated Chloe at that time, to something more like to get over to your side. Niligawan siya ng kumpanya na lumipat sa kanila. He was solicited by the company to join them. SpanishDictionary.com also adds ligar por internet, which means internet dating, adding to the sense that ligaw comes from the Spanish ligar. Now, when a guy is courting a girl, he has to make the moves and play his cards right. This means the guy needs to know what moves to keep and what moves to discard, coming from a card game analogy. From this, we get the word Diskarte, which means to play your cards well, but in a romantic context, it means trying to make all the right moves when courting a girl. Diskarte actually comes from the word descarte in Spanish, meaning to discard in a card game. And speaking of playing cards, this normally have bets involved, which in Filipino is pusta. This actually comes from the Spanish word apuesta, literally meaning a bet. Of course, a pusta need not have anything to do with romance, but once in a while there may be bets among the guys as to whether the girl will say yes to a date or not. So there might be pustahan involved. And if the girl says yes to a relationship, then she becomes a Nobya, and the guy a Nobyo, coming from the Spanish Nobya and Nobyo, meaning girlfriend and boyfriend respectively. In Filipino slang, it's more usual to hear shota, which comes from short time, implying a relationship that is not permanent or it's inferring a limited time together. Well, from there it has transformed to jowa, which does not have that sense of limited time or impermanence, as it can simply mean being one or the other of a couple, magjowa. Speaking of couple, as a couple therefore, they are a pareja, literally from the Spanish pareja, a pair or a couple, but it can also mean a partner. As in, la pareja se casó en junio. The pair got married in June. Samuel vendrá a la boda con su pareja. Samuel will come to the wedding with his partner. In Filipino, we normally use pareha to mean partner, as in, asan na yung kapareha nito? Where is the partner of this one? Now, there's also the Spanish word pareho or pareja, which is an adjective this time, and it means similar or equal, as in, es una guitarra pareja a la tuya. It's a guitar similar to yours. Eso no parece parejo. That does not seem the same. In Filipino, we say, kapareho ng damit ko yan. That's similar to my clothing, or that's the same as my clothes. Parehas lang yan. They're just the same. Uy, pareha tayo ng sapatos. We have the same or similar shoes. Parehas tayo ng sapatos means the same thing. We have the same or similar shoes. And also, there's a Filipino word, Kapares, which implies a pairing or a pair. Yun yung kapares ng sapatos ko. as the other half of my pair of shoes. However, in Spanish, pares means pairs, the plural of pair, and pair in English is just par in Spanish. So a pair of shoes is un par de zapatos, and pairs of shoes are pares de zapatos. But the Filipino word pares is actually more of a reference to the singular par or pareja in Spanish rather than the plural. So the Filipino pares means a single pair or partner combination, from which we get the popular Filipino dish called pares, which is a beef stew that is paired with fried rice. That's pares. Magkapares yan, that's a pair, or that's a pairing. Finally, when a girl and a guy get married, the girl is an esposa and the guy is an esposo, Spanish for spouse. In Filipino Spanish, this is pretty much the norm, although in Spain, they use el marido, the husband, el esposo or spouse, and the woman is la mujer, the wife, which is also the same as la esposa or spouse. By the way, to marry is kasal in Filipino and comes from the Spanish word Cazar, to marry. This is different, by the way, from the Spanish word Casar with a Z, which means to hunt or to catch or obtain, which might sound different depending on the region. This might be an apt comparison because you have to go hunting, quote unquote, first for the girl of your dreams before getting married to her, assuming it's meant to be, of course. Well, we just added this word to help you remember the words we are using here to beef up your Spanish. Finally, we have the word Kerida, which means a mistress in Filipino and which means the same thing in Spanish as a noun. As an adjective though, Kerida means dear in reference to ladies, as in dear mother, Kerida mama. Okay, so what other related words can you add to this list? Kindly drop us a comment below to share with others. Meantime, if you like this video, please click on the like and kindly subscribe to the channel if you still haven't done so. These little things do add up and supports our channel. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. Ciao! Vivan los Filipinos! Mabuhay!